Okay. Alright, we're good.
Do, it's me, Sailor Moon.
Hey, that's me. That's Sailor Moon. Oh, son of a... Hold on. Hold on. I gotta tell you, it's good to be home. It really is good to be home. Right there. Okay. Hi, everybody. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good morning. Hope you are doing well. Normally there's music here, but that application just randomly just stops working sometimes. It's actually extremely aggravating, and I think I finally hit my point where I'm not going to use it anymore. Because it was a paid application, and the idea of it's cool because it supports like 50 different music services. But when it doesn't work like 3 or 4 times a year, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Chaz can make something that'll just work. So I'm gonna probably ask him to do that. Anyway, good morning. We're home. It's good to be home. I'm a little late this morning. Mal was in bed, and like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start the show, and she's like, I think I'm gonna get up. And I was like, okay. And she's like, but you go start the show. I'll get up and get ready and get on the couch. And I was like, no, you have to get help. She's like, no, I'll be fine. I was like, no. She is so independent.
It's me, Sailor Moon.
It's not. She has to be told no. She has to be told no. And I was like, I'm gonna go delay the stream, and then I will help you. Because originally when I got up, she was in bed, and she was like, I'm gonna sleep. And I was like, okay. But then, she's like, actually, I want to get up. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but you need help. And she's like, I'll be fine. I told her, I said, what happens if I come up here and I'm doing the stream, you fall, and I'm up here? I said, whose fault is it? And she goes, well, that wouldn't happen. I was like, whose fault would it be? And she's like, yours. And I was like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mouse says, I was too excited. She's awake now. I got her on the couch. I can hear a faint whisper of myself downstairs, so I know she's watching. Anyway. She's in good hands. She's a wild child, man. Like, she's so sure of herself. And in complete fairness, maybe she would be fine, but I'm just like, I'm not willing to risk that. Anyway. Also I saw Josh in chat. Good morning, Josh. Hope you're doing good. Also, this is the first time I get to show off this mug. This mug is great. This is a really good mug. This is the Seattle. I showed off the jersey when we were in Atlanta. The jersey is fantastic. Freaking love the jersey. This design is by Roz of NK Designs, and then we did the text for it. The jersey came out really, really great, but it's for the Seattle Mud Crabs. And on the mug, it wraps all the way around. So you've got the logo that Roz designed, and then it leads into the text. It's really cool. It's really cool. Cool. Adrian, I'm glad. And you're welcome. Although I guess Spring should be the ones that they're thanked for being able to offer the variety of sizes. Yeah, it's a good shirt for sports fans, and also maybe for not sports fans who want to blend in. Like, yeah, it's throw the ball, throw that ball. So as an update, and I will be getting to alert. There was also a few alerts that I didn't read on. What was it? Was it Friday? It feels like 1,000 years ago. There's a few alerts we didn't get to them at the end of Friday, mostly because I just forgot. I ended the stream, and then when I ended it, I was like, oh, there's some alerts that I just didn't read. So I'll read those too. As a little update, Mao is doing good. I mean, she is. She's. I'm seeing her make like noticeable progress every day, and that's awesome. You know, it's not like, this day was like filled with pain and nothing good happened. It's like, no, like I feel like I'm seeing her make significant progress every single day. And I got to see that when we were still in Atlanta. I was still in the condo, because like first, like, obviously I went to the hospital, and then right after the surgery, I got to see all that play out for the however long day, about 24 hours that she was in the hospital post-surgery. Oh, 23, that's right, 23. They got to kick you out before you're inpatient, because then your bill goes up. America. So I got to see her, go through all of that, and, she had, so Mao is so strong-willed, she has the desire to do things, even when her body, like, can't do it, because one of the things that you have to do is you have to walk. You have to walk, like, fairly regularly, and, they came around to help her do a walk, and she was like, yeah, I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can walk. And it was like it was not long after her surgery was done. It was like 2 hours? 3 hours maybe, like after surgery. And she's like, I'm gonna try this. And she sat up and she got turned around, and then she stood up. She stood up out of the bed. And then she got lightheaded, and she was like, oh. So, I mean, like, that's just the type of person she is. And she's, that continues to happen. But it's been cool because I got to see her do that, and then I took her home, the next day on Thursday, and she's got to walk multiple times. So we would walk, and it was a shuffle. Are we still on the wrong? We are on Halloween cups, aren't we? Okay, well, don't. Oh, wait, hold on. I bet I can fix this super freaking fast. Watch this magic. Amazing. So on Thursday, I took her home, and we had to do walks. We have to do walks 4 times a day, and she's just shuffling, just shuffling, right? Just barely shuffling. And then by the time that we left, Atlanta, like one of the last walks that we did, I felt like Mao was walking me. She didn't need me to hold on to, although she still did. But she was like, her stride had changed. She wasn't shuffling anymore. She was just like walking. I'm like, man. So yeah, she's making progress, and I think that's the big takeaway here, is that it's not a situation of, oh, things are really, really slow. I mean, they are slow. Recovery's going to take a while, but she's doing good. She's doing really good. So I'm happy that I've been able to witness her progress, and You know, the other thing is like the part that I can visually see, like the wounds, those are healing up well too. There's a lot that happened inside, a whole lot, and that's obviously going to take a while to heal. So we got to be gentle and careful, even when those exterior wounds heal. We got to continue to be careful, continue to take it slow. But I'm not the guy that's like encouraging her to do more. I'm the guy that's trying to hold her back from going too far, because that's just her nature. It's like, you know, what? Well, I think I can do this. And it's like, well, you know, why don't I be there to help you? I got it. I got it. What's Boris say in Goldeneye? I am invincible. Yeah, it's like that. And I'm not, you know, appreciate the enthusiasm, but let's take it a little slower than that. Anyway, for those wondering, this is cinnamon bread, and it's got a little glaze on top. It's really good. It's really, really good. Since getting home, my mom has taken care of a lot. She really wanted to help, like, in any way that she possibly could, and she has. She got us a bunch of different groceries. Cinnamon bread among them, and has helped basically any possible way she could around the house. Obviously, they took care of Kepler while we were gone. They cleaned the house because Mom wanted it to be like when we got home, the only thing we had to take care of was Mao. So the house is incredible, and she's handling like any other thing that she can think of. Every day she's like, is there something I can do? Is there something I can take care of? I just want it to be just, you know, all you have to worry about is Mao. So we appreciate it. I gotta read alerts. I don't have my table up here. I just realized. It must be downstairs. Anyway. Keppy's doing good. We had been transitioning him to a new food. Kind of fully transitioned him before we left. When we got back, and his coat is so stinking slick and shiny. I mean, he's just... He's in great shape. Aw, Josh says your parents are amazing. They are. They are. They're great people. Josh knows that firsthand. We've had long conversations. Josh has been over. We've had long conversations with my parents. They're wonderful folks. All right, let's start by reading these alerts that were from last time. We had 2033 bits from Zeta Program. Stephen making statues and buildings. Peggy now demands a temple to be made for all Peggy followers. Good vibes to both you and Mao. Hope her recovery goes well. So the statues and buildings things. We did a game stream on Friday, and it was like, it was basically just dinner stream, but we threw in 20 minutes a game at the end, and we played Part-Time UFO. Highly recommend that game. It's a game that I think slipped most people's radars. It's by HAL Laboratory, and it's frickin' cute, man. It's wonderful. It's on Switch and mobile. It's just I don't know. It's cute. Some games are like, they're just cute. You're like, man, this is cute. It's cute. So it's also, I think, fairly challenging too. Digital Nugget gifted 10 subs. Thank you, Digital Nugget. To Healing Mind, House C Rider, Simulren T, Ninja Gaming Bun, E Blazes, Shock and Lock, Young Granny 55, Nemeril, Ghost Shrimp 94, and Link 60255. Digital Nugget, thank you. Appreciate that this morning. Also from Friday, Paper Pennies gifted sub to Queen Grandma. Zarin hit 36 months. That's a clap. Congrats on the 3. 300 Bits of Action Cat says, "Hi Mal, that robe looks very comfy. Hope you're well. Good vibes." And again, on Friday, Mal showed up at the very, very end of the stream. And we're hoping that that will be a thing that can happen at the end of streams now that we're home as well. We set something up where Mal can kind of like do like a little Zoom call in, so she doesn't have to physically come up here. She can come up here, but she has not attempted stairs yet. There's not anything. She's not allowed to go. She's allowed to go upstairs, but that's like, it's gonna be hard. But I have it set up where she can like basically do a Zoom call in, so she might, if she's awake at the end, put it that, if she's awake at the end, then she can chime in. All right, now on to the alerts from today. We've got a sub from Red Bassist, welcome. Sub from Yoshi Star 94, welcome to you. 22 months from Wilhelm Heinlein. 8 months from Digital Nugget, 32 months from BC 2014, 20 months from Humbology, 34 months from Ian Thay, 16 months from Ninja Kirby ECR, 15 months from Joshua Jepson. That's my grandson. Grandson, I hope that you enjoyed being on Disc Only. I actually haven't heard it yet. When we were listening live, I only listened to the first, 5 minutes, and then I had to go to bed. I had to go to bed because the next morning was the surgery. Yeah, Mal downstairs says we didn't listen. We intended to listen on the way home because we were going to listen to it when it was. I'm assuming it's on Spotify by now. We were going to listen on the way home. That would have been my intention, and then I just completely forgot. Josh says one day we will do a podcast together. So Josh, you didn't know this. This was a sacrifice that I made as tribute to be on your podcast. You didn't know that, but now you know. So I was like, no, let Joshua do the podcast because it is my desire to be on his podcast. So I'm gonna let Josh come in here and do this, and then I will be on his podcast. That's what it was all about. So I'm just my DMs are open. Just let me know. Can be on that Jepson podcast. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a listen here soon. Once we got in the car, I gotta tell you guys, and that's something new, I guess, from Friday. The drive sucked. You take someone that had surgery a few days ago, and you're like, okay, so you've been lounged up in bed, and relatively stable. What if we throw you in a car for 8 hours? How you feel about that? Is that good? And then all of the bumpy roads of Georgia and South Carolina. Does that sound good? Would you like that? Also, every 90 minutes you have to stop and walk. Doctor's orders. Does that sound good? Is that something you'd like to do? It's not. It's not great. It's not great. But we did it. I was sick. Super sick. What day was this? Sunday. Yeah, Sunday morning. Sunday morning my plan was we're gonna leave at 7. We're gonna leave at 7 We're gonna leave at 7 a.m. Yep. Leave at 7, be home by 2. Gonna leave at 7 a.m., be home at 2. That's what we're gonna do. Mm-hmm. So you know that by me starting the story that way, that's not what happened. What did happen was that I realized that with the time change, I was like, okay. So with the time change, I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, 7 don't make a whole lot of sense. I was like, Mallory needs her pills and she needs to take a walk at 8:30. And I'm like, okay, so here's what let's do. Let's maybe you know, leave at 8. Yeah, I said we'll leave at 8:30. So we'll do the walk, everything, and then we'll go. And Mal's like, okay, that's a plan. So I was like, all right. I didn't really poop at all in Atlanta. Why? I don't know. Nerves, stress, anxiety, all the above. I don't know. I didn't. And Sunday morning, my body, I guess from on Saturday seeing Mal like do better and you know, I guess I stopped worrying so much. My body was like, hey, what if we go to the bathroom? I'm like, I do want to leave by 8:30, and my body's like, ha, nah. And I went to the bathroom, and I was like, okay, am I done? And my body's like, ha, give me like 15 minutes. And I was like, please, body, don't do that. And it's like, you gonna go again. So then I went again. And after that, I was like, and like these are like, it's like a whole thing. It's like, you know, this is not a half. This is like a whole. So then after the second one, I'm like, I'm not feeling great, but I'm like, I gotta load the car, and I gotta get all this stuff done, because Mal can't lift anything. So I'm taking care of stuff, and then my body's like, how about one more for the road? And I'm like, please, God, I just want to leave. Josh says, a hole, W-H-O-L-E, from your hole, H-O-L-E. Toot hole. Word around here is toot hole. When it slipped from my mouth during Luigi's Mansion, I'm like, I've never said that phrase in my life, and now I love this word. Toot hole is my new favorite word. Anyway, long story short, we left at 10. The night before I was like, 7? 7. And then the next day I was like, 10. 10 o'clock. 10. 3 hours. 3 hours later. 10 o'clock.
Here's me sailor
Also,
moon.
for those keeping track at home, number 3. I don't know what, I can't do math. I can't do math equation. I don't know math equations. So I was like, oh, I'll do it in a math equation. That'll be like more sly. And I'm like, I don't know math. Wow. I'm like, no. I took algebra, right? How's this work? A plus B equals C. Did that make sense? All right, I'm not going into details about my poop. Anyway, let me read some more alerts. 30 months from Darkness Bride. Thank you. 300 bits from One King to Nerds. I cannot be here for long, but Stephen and Mal, welcome back. I'm glad the surgery went well. And it did. You know, if anyone hasn't heard at least that much, the surgery was a success. The surgeon feels extremely confident that he got all of the endo. Mal was riddled with endo. She had stage 4 endo. And he feels very confident he got it all. And that's freaking awesome. 5 months from Earth and Tiger. 2 months from Ellipso1. 15 months from Adam BL107. 12 months. Hold on. From Mikey DCT. Mikey, congrats on the 1. I'm going to continue clapping. Oh my god, we got a clap combo. 36 months from I Spy a Moose. That's 3 years. And then I get to keep clapping for another 36 months. Arian661, triple clap combo. Hold on. Wait. 4 claps. Good Games Done Casual gets a year. That's 12 months. That's 4 claps. Let's scroll down the list and cheat a little bit. Is there any other 12? Okay, no. So 4. Hey, 4. Look at that. Combo breaker. You love to see it. Cheaters never win. Okay, yeah, I cheated a little bit, but 3 of them there. I think 3 of them there were in a row, or 4. 4 of them were in a row. Wild. Wild. I also do combos if you manage to get 3 people at the same month. And that's only ever happened like twice, I think. Where it's like someone is at 7 and the next person's at 7 and the next person's at 7. It's like, that's very rare, but sometimes it happens too. Working my way through the cinnamon bread. Mouse says, I want cinnamon bread. I mean, you had avocado toast yesterday morning. You could probably have some cinnamon bread.
Enjoy the taste of Tiny Eddie's garlic lemur squares.
Oh no. 1,000 bits from Aaron the Baron. Glad to hear everything is going well. Just ordered a couple malprints for Christmas gifts. Use the promo code for 20 to 60% off. Aaron, thank you for doing my job for me. I should let you know, while you're snacking on your garlic lemur squares, there is a code for Mal merch. Why wait? WHYWAIT. Why wait? And until like tomorrow or the next day, I don't know time. I think until Thursday. Until Thursday, it's 20 to 60% off. It depends on the type of product. Yeah, if you've ever wanted to pick up something from Mal, there's a great promo code for that. Get it in time for Christmas. Mal's got all sorts of amazing designs, and she's incredible. So pick something up while there's a promo code going on, because that's it's a good time for that. And Aaron, thank you. Oh, and I should let you know, today is the last day for the Breath of the Wild Akala painting. So if you have, I don't know what that auction's at. It might be very, very high. They tend to get high, so it might be high. But if you haven't checked out that painting and you have any interest in bidding, today's the last day for that. I think it ends in the afternoon, or maybe this evening or something. So check it out if you want to throw a bid in for that. And I'm gonna be, once that ends, I guess I'll be the one packaging that up. I've assisted packing every single Mal Makes painting, so I can do it. But normally it's both of us doing it. But I could handle it myself. Mal, I could also probably bring stuff out to Mal on the couch, and she can just hold something to help me get it done. I can't believe Mal's had that. How many paintings has Mal done? It's like 100 and something. Less than 110, more than 100? I don't know. Kerbeb says at least 2. Also correct. Not a lie. Not a lie. 300 bits from Radio Dread, who says, my new go-to alert, the yak. Wishing you both a great day. It snowed here yesterday, and I'm not happy that we're into that season now. I don't envy that. It's actually a really good temperature this week. Georgia was freezing. Well, not free. It was in the 40s, and gross. It sucked because, like, I was telling you that Mal had to take a walk 4 times a day. She did, but they had to be in the condo. We walked from one end of the condo to the other, like, multiple times, because we couldn't go outside. It was freezing. Again, not literally, but to us, it was cold. But here, it's actually up. I think it's the high today in the 70s? Low 70s? Yeah, so the high today is 72, which is wonderful. And yesterday, when we did our little walk, we walked outside. We didn't walk very far, because Mal can't walk super, super far. But she was able to walk, and we walked a little bit down the road, and then we turned around and then came back. So yeah, that was really nice. Looking forward to doing more of that before it gets too cold. It looks like it's going to be pretty nice Actually, it's going to continue to be pretty nice. Even next week, there's mid 50s high next week, but otherwise the rest of this week looks really good. Highs of 74 multiple days in a row. So yeah, if anyone is suffering from snow, and it is suffering, if snow is involved, it's suffering. Then my heart goes out to you, because we're still experiencing some pretty good weather. We haven't had snow here in a while. 37 months from PK Magical. 300 bits from Adrian, who says, Moon Crunch for anyone waiting for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I got to play a bit with some of the Discord not long ago. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV's been out like a long time, and they just keep adding content to it, and folks continue to be really enjoying it. So I'm glad that folks are having a lot of fun with that. I have not touched an MMO in so long, and I have like a vague interest in it, but my problem is I'm like, well, I don't want to like it too much, because I already like I experienced the the liking it too much thing with like most recently Pokemon Unite, and then before that Slay the Spire, and I'm like, I gotta be careful with my time. Sarah says mood. Yeah, right? Like there's a lot of things where like it's not that I think I wouldn't like it. It's that I'm worried I would really like it. And everyone's got the, certain things they release the good chemicals, and I'm like, I gotta be careful about some of this stuff. I actually Noah says I gotta get back to Master. So I haven't played Pokemon Unite in 2 to maybe 3 weeks. So I haven't touched it, and I've been preoccupied. There's been way too much going on. The season just reset, so everyone's ranks dropped back down. So I had been at Master, which is cool. When I start it back up, they're going to give me a bunch of a prize pool, which is nice. But now my rank's back down, so I have a reason to play again. But also, like, I probably won't play for a week at least, just because I'm still working on other stuff, and I got to catch up the vlogs now, and I enjoy the game, but there's still too much stuff to do. So Friday stream maybe. Let me tell you, Jacebook. Let me tell you what you can expect to see on Friday. On Friday, there will be a stream. It will be me. It will be Skyrim. Skyrim Anniversary Edition is coming out. And you're probably like, what? How many editions of Skyrim is this? I don't freaking know. They've released the game like a million times. They're just Bethesda's just like, how much more money can we get? And I'm like, apparently a lot. Anyway, the Anniversary Edition has new stuff in it. Very specifically, it has, I think, 2 new quests in it. So I am going to play this video game on Friday. I'm going to start a new game. I'm gonna remake Argyle, play through the beginning, and then I'm gonna figure out where these quests are. I'm gonna have Chaz look into it and find out exactly where they are. If I can just play to them naturally, then I'll try. If I can't, I'll use console commands or something to give myself some levels to get to where I can play these. Oh yeah, they added fishing. There's also fishing. And we're going to jump back into Skyrim. And the most fun thing about this, and I got to tell you guys, because this is what has given me so much joy thinking about this. Technically, the Skyrim Let's Play is no longer a complete Let's Play because they added new content. Even though it's like 7 or 8 years later and the content is just like 2 quests, it's not complete, right? So we got to do that. And then I will be releasing them as episodes 284 plus. So if you're thinking, oh my god, are you releasing new episodes of Skyrim? The answer is yes. And if that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. I thought for sure I would never be coming back to this, and Bethesda's like, we added some new quests, and I'm like, what the hell did you just say? And now I'm jumping back into the game. So, yeah. Yes, Serenity Waffle says, now it's gone on longer than Fallout. Josh says you'll never be done with Sky. If they keep adding content. They keep adding content. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Put on your spacesuit and enjoy Tiny Eddie's Halloween yogurt pies.
That was Mr. Mighty Crafting Live says, any chance that this could be the adventures of the human alchemist Tiny Eddie? I think in the interest of continuing what I had started, I think I'm going to be playing as Argyle. If we have time at the end, then perhaps that could be something that we explore. Also, put on your spacesuit to enjoy Halloween yogurt pies. I don't know, what flavor is a Halloween yogurt? Pumpkin? Bones? Bone flavored? Bone flavored. Anyway. So yeah, if you watch on Twitch, be excited for that on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you watch on YouTube, be excited for Skyrim episodes dropping at some point. And you know what's going to be great? What's going to be great is folks that don't hear it from the stream, folks that are completely blindsided. Because how wild would it be to have watched a YouTube Let's Play that finished like 7 years ago, and then in your sub box is like, Skyrim 2A4. You'd be like, I can't wait for those people to be like, I'm living for that. I'm living for that. Very excited for that. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. 21 months from Josh R2D2. 31 months from Laney Bears. 29 from Amaranth. 500 bits from Theralude says, no music, grandpa only. Breakfast stream, and a moon for good luck. Well, thank you for luck. I wish I could tell you what was playing.
Give your kids a treat with Tiny Eddie's Farm Obsidian Crunch.
I mean, if it's Obsidian, there would be a crunch. 1000 bits from Leaf says, I guess I have to watch the Skyrim LP now. Tiny Eddie, give me a binge watch snack stat. So, I don't think there's enough time. I'm fairly certain that if you started right now and you did not sleep, you could not finish Skyrim by Friday. I'm almost 1,000% sure of that. Like, there is just too much. However, I don't think that you'll need to have that context. I will be playing the very beginning of the game, so you'll get the context of the beginning of Skyrim. Although, I mean, I guess there's still people that haven't experienced Skyrim, right? There are still people that haven't. Actually, fun story. I didn't tell this one. It's not a fun story. It's just a story. It's just a mediocre, boring story, but it's related to this. When Mario Party Superstars came out 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, Mal and I, we were out and about because that was actually the day that we had to get COVID tests. That's the next vlog that comes out. We had to go get COVID tests, and that whole thing was a huge debacle because we actually went to the wrong pharmacy. And then we had to change our time for the COVID test. But while we were waiting for this new time, we went to Walmart to try and pick up Mario Party Superstars. And there was a person in front of us that was at the case with the employee, and they were picking out games. And this was an older gentleman. I'm going to say probably in his late 50s, early 60s. And he was standing at the case, and he was the employee was waiting for him, and he had a game that he wanted picked out, and I don't remember what he picked out. There was some game that he picked out first, and then he was just like looking around, just looking around at the Switch games. And he was like, you know, trying to make a decision. You could tell that he was like almost kind of on a whim making a decision. And then he, you know, he looked up at Skyrim and he said, let me see that one up here. And she's like, Skyrim? He's like, yeah. So she gets out Skyrim, hands it to him, and he flips it over, and he's just kind of looking at the back. And, like, my brain was like, oh my god, this person is... I mean, there's always a chance that they're buying it for a grandkid or something, but, like, gaming is for everyone, so I prefer to think of it as, like, this guy he got a Switch, and he's playing this. Like, he's picking out games for him. And he's looking at Skyrim for the first time. It's a game that's been out for 10 years and has been released on literally everything, including smart toilets. And yet, there's people out there that haven't played it. And that was such a cool feeling for me. I was like, oh my god, this guy is looking at Skyrim like, this sounds interesting. And it took a lot for me to not walk up and be like, are you considering Skyrim? Because I have a lot of opinions about this. Anyway, he bought it. He bought that and one or two other games. And it was just really neat. Anyway.
Every sporty child wants Tiny Eddie's parrot cream bars.
It's a well-known fact that parrot cream, which is extracted without hurting the parrot, ethical bars, it helps you in sports. It's well known. Yeah, as Chess says, it's the sportiest of all the creams. 1,000 bits from Digital Nugget. It's common practice to eat food for healing. What do you recommend, Tiny Eddie? I gotta heal fast so I can get back to my sports. Parrot cream bars. Yummy. 21 months from Galactic Ambition. Omega Kaylee gifted a sub to the Louis Dragoon. 200 bits from Draconi Cat. 3 months from Violink for Swords. 28 months from Destiny Light 2. 16 months from Wanderlive. 3 months from Goblin Swords Tristy. 13 from Zazaz, my man. 300 from Ann, who says, Kepler Cuddles will help Mal to heal. Cat purrs at the same frequency cells used to regenerate and repair themselves. Yeah, I haven't read a ton of literature about that, but I've read about that before. It's apparently they use it to heal themselves. I don't know if it's like the jury is still out, but it's heavily suspected that it helps humans, or if they've now gotten to the point where they're like, yes, it's helpful. Yeah, no, you got to read that. Again, I'm not sure if it's one of those things where it's like it's a suspected thing, or if they've now just been like, yeah, that's a thing. But something about the frequency that they purr helps them. So like if a cat gets hurt, it purrs not only to show happiness or fear. Purring can be like a wild thing, but they'll use actually in healing. It's neat. It's really neat. And that is true. Penguin Frog says it at least keeps humans calm while it keeps cats calm, which will absolutely aid in healing. Yes. Yes, there is nothing like having a cat by your side, curled up, when you are feeling ill. Or any pet. I think pets just, in general, are really in tune with their owners. Know when their owners are hurting or when something's wrong. Whether they're in tune or they're just like, why the crap are you on the couch? Either way, you know, Keppa's been real close to Mal since she's been home. All right, more stuff. 300 bits from Will Peters, who says, clown because alert. But my aunt just had surgery yesterday to get something removed from her throat. I forget what it was. She was in recovery yesterday and should be coming home today. So while not in the same degree as what you're going through, I do get it. I wish your aunt well. Surgery just in general is, it's hard. Doesn't matter what you're having surgery for. I mean, different surgeries are at different extents, sure. But surgery's not fun. Gotta go in, they gotta do stuff. Good vibes. Good vibes. 300 from Line Rider says, thanks for playing my game yesterday. I'm wondering if you would do any Garage episodes with Mal, not anytime soon, of course. My favorite game I've made is a specific 2-player game that you two have a history with. First off, thank you for contributing to comedy. Not that you were attempting to make comedy when you made a sliding puzzle game, but the minute that I get a hold of it, it becomes comedy because I am bad. I have held on to some 2-player games. There's been a few that I've played on Garage that I've just showed off the concept. But there's a few that I've actually held back where I put in the code, I see that it really can't even be played without 2 people, and I've just set it to the side. So at some point, you can expect that. I don't know when, but at some point. Oh, Doodle, thank you. It was hard. It's so hard. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Those puzzles are ridiculously difficult. And someone on Twitter sent me a picture of they finished it in like 2 minutes, and I was like, my brain is not wired this way. 300 bits from Satsy, who says, I remember being in the hospital where a lot of people had the same mentality. In their mind, they were still capable of leaping through hoops, but their bodies were nowhere near close to keeping up with that. The reasons may have been different, age, but be patient with your bodies. I'm still reminding myself of this from time to time. The older I get, the more that it definitely feels like my brain, I say brain, and like brain I guess is the best way of putting it, but like me, as a person, didn't age past, I don't know. I can't pick an age because there's different elements of me that feel older, but like that I'm stuck in a certain age, you know? Like sometimes I have like a childlike wonder that makes me feel much younger, like 12, but a lot of times I just feel like I am in my early to mid 20s and like that's it forever. Like I'm always mentally, I'm like, I'm there, but my body's getting older. And there's definitely things that, you know, it didn't hurt when I was 22 or 23, and now I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do these things. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, why do I hurt when I wake up? I didn't do anything. It's like, oh, but you might have slept wrong. It's like, why is that a thing? I'm tired enough to fall asleep in a particular position. I can't have my arms like this anymore. And now I'm so aware of it, when I'm falling asleep, I gotta like have my arms in a certain way. I'm like, I gotta be careful. Also, I often mentally feel like I'm 70. So I'm either really young or I'm really old. Very rarely in between. Very rarely. 100 bits from Little Ashlina. 300 bits from Gold Mage, who says, this is where Mal would tell you to stop while she's eating breakfast. I try not to make her laugh. I've been trying to not to, but there's been a few times, usually once a day, where like I'll say or do something, and she'll start laughing, and she'll grab her stomach and be like, stop. And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, what am I supposed to do? Mal, you have cat tax? Okay. Let's look at it. Let's look at cat tax. Can someone do it? Oh, look at that little guy. That is a good boy. He just sitting. We rearranged the furniture in the living room. So Mal is on the chase with the ottoman. So she can stretch out. Enough room for Kepler. She's right in front of the TV, so she can watch TV, play games. Mal actually played... Mal started Cat Quest. Appropriate, I guess. Started Cat Quest yesterday. She got it on sale. It was on sale last year sometime, I think. And because I remember we talked about it on stream. Like, it went on sale for, like, super, super cheap, like $1 or something. And I told Mal, I was like, I did a first 20 of this, and I really liked it. You should pick it up for at least $1. And she's like, okay. She finally started it. And she's been enjoying it. It's not a super long game. And I told her, I was like, you're going to have a lot of time. Like, you're probably going to be in this position for a month. Probably going to be chilling right here on the couch for a month. So, like, don't worry about not having the time. Like, play Cat Quest. You'll beat it in a few days. And, you know, then if you want to... She wants to play Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm going to move the PS4 downstairs for her. At some point in the next few days. And then she can finally try out that game because she's excited about that. 300 bits of Item Crafting Live. It says something that Stephen's body in this story is voiced by the clown voice. Did y'all did y'all enjoy the tweet last night? Yesterday was Proton John's birthday, and I gotta give the full context to this because even I was confused. I had a reminder on my phone. And I don't know if I cleared it. I should still be able to pull it up even if I cleared it. I'm going to tell you what this reminder said. How do I show completed reminders? It's impossible. Does it show completed reminders? I don't know. It said... I'm just going to remember what it said. It said something like... remake the Proton John birthday tweet. This is what it said. So I had set a reminder, and the reminder had been made from, like, the beginning of this year or something? And I got this reminder, and it showed up yesterday on my phone. It was like, remake the Proton John birthday tweet. And I was like, what does this mean? Like, I set this reminder, like, months and months and months ago. No recollection of it. And I was like, what does this mean? So then I Googled my Twitter handle and John's Twitter handle and the word birthday, and it came up with this tweet from 4 years ago, and it's me doing this ridiculous voice and talking about John's birthday, and I was like, is this what I meant? Is this what... that earlier this year I was like, oh, that would be funny. Set a reminder for the day of the birthday to do it. So now, all these months later, I get this reminder. I'm like, what does this mean? I had to Google it to figure out what it meant. And then I watched it, and I was like, I guess January, Stephen was like, found this and saw it and was like, this would be funny, and you should redo it. So I was talking to Mal. I was like, I guess I should redo this. And she's like, yeah, that'd be funny. So I watched it like 20 times. To try and to figure out what the words I said were and like do it the exact same way. Then I recorded it and released it last night. And the thing is, it's been 4 years. It was 4 years ago I did that tweet. So no one remembered that it was a reference to itself. It's fine. It's a stupid idea. And it's funny because once you know that part of the story that I didn't even know what it was, it makes it even better because Sometimes I'll give myself a reminder for like things really far in the future, and I'm trying to get better about adding more detail because when you make a reminder in your present about what's going on, you're like, oh, I'll remember, so I'll just use like these 3 keywords. No, you need to like it's got to be a sentence or a paragraph because otherwise you're going to be like, what does this mean? I don't know what this means. Anyway, it was fun. I'll do another one in 4 more years. 32 months from GareBear031295. 400 bits from Digital Nugget says, here's 400 bits for the clap combo. Well, thank you. 8 months from What in the H-Phil. Always fun. 17 months. H-Phil, that's a reference to Dragon Ball Z. That's what that is. That's when the guys in it's supposed to be hell, and they wear shirts that say hell on them because they're supposed to be in hell. but in the English dub, when they put it onto Toonami, they changed their shirts. Home for Infinite Losers. Home for Infinite Losers. Yeah. Anyway, it's great. It's great. I actually like that better. H feel better. 17 months at tier 2. Gold toast for PYM818. Appreciate it. 34 months from Vegetable Sorbet. No, Dudo, I did not see that. But I also have never seen any Dragon Ball Z movies. That I saw, they ran one on Toonami once when I was a child. Child, preteen, teen, I don't know. I've seen one, but I don't remember which one. 510 bits from One in the H-Fills. Skyrim is a game that I have personally beaten and seen beaten multiple times, yet I cannot remember a single thing about it. I've got Bethesda blindness, an open world void of knowledge. That's what I expect to happen to me on Friday. Because everyone is like, oh, Steven's the Skyrim guy. He's the Skyrim. He knows Skyrim. He beat Skyrim. He did 100%. He beat all the quests in Skyrim. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't. My memory's awful. Like, I forget things a week after I've done them. You know I'm not going to remember anything in 7 years. I think the Let's Play ended May 2014, I think? So I think it's been 7.5 years. And like, I don't remember. I don't know. I remember that I remember magic is bad. Magic is pretty bad compared to how strong your swords and stuff can get. How many cheese whiz? Not enough. Mal, do you need bread? Do you want some bread? Can you can have this, right? You could have a slice of this. This would be okay. It's not, it's not Jell-O, but we're starting to get out of that. We had toast yesterday. Metroid bread.
Coffee.
Mal, get me a bread. Here's a question. Mal, can you enable your thing so we can at least continue the stream while I do that? Is that something you can do? Now get it set up and working up here. She's on a delay. She can't hear me, so she's watching the stream to learn things. What a stream. What a stream. I need to know when you're doing it. Can you hear me? It's on? Alright, let me turn this on, okay? Video should be coming up shortly. You have it pulled up? Give it a sec. Okay, you're on. Now let me do this. And I'm actually going to mute the music because otherwise it's too hard to hear. Mal's going to talk to you while I go get her some bread. The miracle of technology. And... Okay, Mal.
Hi, chat. If Steven brings me my iPad, I can actually see chat too. Because right now it's just me on a screen, and it's really, really weird. So I'm doing good. I don't know what anyone's saying right now. I'm here on the couch in the kitchen. Kepi is somewhere. He just left where I took the cat tax, so I think he went to the kitchen. I managed to take a shower last night. That was an adventure and really wore me out. It was because I can't like bend down to pick up stuff. So that was rough. And I slept like all night, which was great. And I started to come off the stronger painkillers I'm on, which is also really great. I was able to take Tylenol instead of the prescription. So I'm on Tylenol and ibuprofen now, which I'm really happy about. And it's really nice to have clean hair. It made such a difference. And I don't know why Stephen isn't downstairs yet. Can you give me my iPad so I can pull up chat? Hopefully it's charged after a week of not being plugged in.
Where is it?
I believe it is on my Techo cart. Maybe it's on.
I had to add a limiter
Oh.
to your audio because occasionally you were peaking, but now you're good.
Okay, now I'm good. I was also getting tired, so this is at a good point because I'm probably going to fall asleep in the next 20 minutes. He's looking for the iPad. So,
How do you turn this on?
the iPad?
Is it the top lock button?
Yeah. Or the home button. Is there any battery?
Oh, it's on.
Oh, yeah. I didn't turn it off. I can get the Twitch.
You have Twitch on here?
Yeah, I can get to it.
I can open it for you. I'm just being helpful.
Watch as Stephen opens up Twitch on the iPad. Thrilling breakfast content here on.
Yeah.
Back now, so we're good.
Okay.
Oh, is it muted? Is that what that is?
I have to go look into all this. All right.
Give me that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Back. They can hear you.
Okay.
Make sure they can hear you. Check on chat and make sure they can. All of this.
Can you hear me now,
all
chat?
All of this for some bread.
All of this for bread.
I swear. Give me a sec.
This is probably backwards of how it should be, because, like, this is huge. Anyway, now I can see everyone. Hi, everyone. There's an echo. It's probably this massive room with nothing soft in it. Breakfast stream is always thrilling, Dylan says. Ches said you'd be done with the bread if you could just get her the iPad first. He sighed very loudly. Hi, Josh. All this for content. Yeah. I should probably do. Is my water bottle strong enough to hold the iPad? No. It's not. You sound better from Friday. Yeah, I haven't taken my allergy meds, so I'm a little stuffed up, but I feel a lot better from Friday. Thank you for the bread.
How on earth are you going to do this?
How am I going to hold the iPad and the bread? You're going to hold the iPad. Thank you.
I am. The breakfast stream has now become Mallory, who is a vertical window on the thing, eating bread while I hold the iPad so she can see chat. And eventually I got to go back upstairs to finish reading the alerts. We will definitely have a better setup next time because
we can get the stand for the iPad.
Yeah. We'll have this figured out for next time.
Someone asked how my diet has changed. So I don't think the hospital quite got the memo of what my diet was supposed to be post-surgery.
They absolutely did not.
Because the first thing they gave me was like a giant piece of meatloaf and like green beans and mashed potatoes. And I was like, mashed potatoes maybe. But meatball and green beans, that's not really on my list. My list was like applesauce, Jell-O, pudding, what else was I allowed to eat? Chicken broth. It was like, that was my diet. And the hospital didn't quite get that memo. But thankfully, I wasn't super hungry right after surgery, so I ate the mashed potatoes and the pudding. So I did that. And then the next morning, they sent me eggs and, like, breakfast potatoes when I was super hungry that morning, so I ate them. And that was probably not what I should have done, but I did. But after we got out of the hospital, it was all soft, clear things like chicken broth. And then I started to slowly add things in. Yesterday, I had avocado toast and what did I have yesterday? Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
And that might have been it. I can't remember. But now I get cinnamon bread.
Is that good?
Mhm.
Warm?
Mhm.
Good?
Mhm.
Okay. Are you gonna...
Take the iPad back? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But Steven's mom made chicken noodle soup. It was very tasty.
Do you think I could go get the stream wrapped up?
Yeah, you can go get the stream wrapped up.
Okay. I'm not 100% sure I can keep you on the thing.
I don't know.
Maybe.
You can go try.
Yeah, let me go see what I can do. Let me go see what I can do.
And I don't know if alerts went off, but I did see an Eddie alert go through chat, so.
Give me a second.
Steven's eggs are good on this diet. Yes. I'm really excited to have eggs. They sound amazing. But the avocados go bad first, so we gotta finish the avocados.
Obsolete snail Richies.
I hear Tiny Eddie upstairs.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure, because I set this up a million years ago incorrectly and I've never fixed it, Mal's audio will come through twice if I have music and alerts on. Pretty sure. But theoretically, right? Also, I gotta do this just because I think it would be cute. Just really want to try this. Hold on. Give me a sec. One sec. Look, Mal, you're here.
I'm here. I don't know if there's sound.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Look, here she is. This is normal. This is totally normal. Glad to have you here, Mallory.
Thanks.
Good job, Mal.
I'm
High five. Oh, Thomas says, what a weird future. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start wrapping up the stream, but yeah. Mal,
I can't see you.
It's fine. You don't need to see me. You can watch this. You can watch this after. But yeah, they can hear you, which is the most important thing. So this is so dumb. 1,000 bits from Digital Nugget. He says Mal looks like she could use something to go with her bread. How about obsolete snail Richies? When the snails become obsolete, they become snack cakes. 378 bits from Studebyte says, so how much dread do you get from the idea of Fallout 4 re-release with new content? Think of all the potential new rib cages. Something tells me that they're not going to do that. Fallout 4 did not have the cultural impact that Skyrim did, so I really do not suspect that they would ever re-release Fallout with, like, new quests and stuff. I just... Never say never, but, like... Skyrim was literally a cultural phenomenon. I mean, which is probably one of the reasons they released it 100 times, right? That's possible. 11 months from GFA Hard. 300 bits of Item Crafting Live says Skyrim for Smart Toilet when you need to Fusrogo. Thanks. 6 months from Gin and Boys. 500 bits from Digital Nugget says, you got this. Just rewatch the 200 plus videos before the stream. I remember I'm a lizard. I remember Faendal was with me. I remember the lizard shouts his name when he kills people.
That's really all you need to know.
Yeah, I know everything I need to know. 300 bits from Shia says, not every notification can be so instantly understood in just a word as Peggy 10533. I do have that on my phone, so I'll probably remember that one. 3 months from Robolane, and 38 months from Crunchy Face, all caught up on alerts. This is a weird future. Your poor little head should probably be like up here a little bit. There
You
you
know,
go.
it's really hard because like I can hear you upstairs, and that's how I have to respond to you. And you're real quiet from down here.
Same. I hear you coming out of my speakers, but I hear you faintly downstairs. So it's trust me, it's hard for both of us. It's not the best system, but
I could disconnect.
it's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up the stream because, quite honestly, you need to take a walk. I need to walk you. And it's nice. Is it nice outside? It's
61.
Mine says 62. So we'll let you eat the bread, then we'll go. Today's going to be a big day for Mao. Today's a really big day because Mal's continuing to be on pain meds, but we weaned her off of Oxy, and today's going to be her first day off of Oxy, and I'm hoping everything goes fine. We're moving because she was it's a combo of oxycodone and acetaminophen, and I was like, okay, so let's just change that from that to just acetaminophen. And it's really hard to like, because I'm not a pharmacist. I'm just like, okay, what would I do to make that transition? And there's not really anything. You can't really like replace oxycodone. You can't replace an opioid with acetaminophen. The oxy is not what's doing the pain killing. The acetaminophen's doing the pain killing. The oxy is just happy juice in your head. And I was like, okay, let's basically just cut out that, because that creates the dependency over some amount of time. And I'm like, let's just move to straight acetaminophen. I love Scam Likely. Thank you. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. And getting her off of that is, a goal. And as long as her pain is controlled today, we'll be good. We'll be good. Layla says, honestly, there's evidence that ibuprofen and acetaminophen in combination is better for pain control than opioids. So she's on all three, actually, right now. She's on all three because the oxy and the acetaminophen are in one pill, and she takes that, and then 3 hours later takes ibuprofen, and then 3 hours, and then it repeats. So that's what she's getting every 3 hours, and that's kept her pain levels. Her pain has been like almost non-existent, which has been awesome. So the pain meds are working, and I think that's what's caused me, just a little bit, like I've been a little worried about adjusting, because I'm like, I need to adjust this, but I haven't been given any clear guidance, so I'm having to read about everything myself and then make decisions about like, okay, if we're going to do this, what are we going to do? But she's now on just acetaminophen, and her acetaminophen dosage is a little bit higher than it was with the oxy, but she doesn't have the oxy. So that's my plan, is like, she'll be on this, and then we're going to give her a day or two to see how she does, and then I'm going to start decreasing the milligrams of the ibuprofen, and we'll see how we go. We'll see what happens. But I feel like I'm doing a good job. Like, I'm being very careful and reading everything and just adjusting it very, very slightly. So I feel like I'm doing all right. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 30 bits from Goldmajor says the beans and tea are over 9,000. They are. Oh, wonderful. That means in a very short time, we're gonna see something hit 10,000 for the first time, which would be cool. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Satsy. I've been doing my best. Mao has gotten her pills almost to the minute every 3 hours since Thursday. So making sure that she hits those marks is, I think, has been very helpful in keeping the pain under control. And now as we start to wean her off of the opioid, and if we can keep the pain under control, then I'm not worried anymore. Then I'm like, okay, cool, we got this. So today and tomorrow is like really key. It's like, if as long as her pain stays good, we'll be good. The other thing is that the opioid makes her sick if she doesn't eat food with it. Like, she has, like, right before she takes the oxy, she has to take food. We've already learned the hard way.
Yeah, Friday night was learning the hard way.
You know, we've already learned the hard way that if she doesn't get something in her belly beforehand, like, that is bad news bears. So getting her off the oxy is actually even better in that sense, because then she probably won't get the nausea. So yeah. And then finally, we've got a subscription from Link Zeppelin. Welcome. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you all so much for being here. And as a reminder, Akala painting bidding ends today on eBay. On Mal's store, on malmerch.com, you can use the code WHYWAIT, WHYWAIT, for 20 to 60% off until Thursday. And then on Friday, we will be doing Skyrim.
Did you roll beans?
I think Chaz rolled beans? Chaz rolled.
Did.
Okay. That's it. Thanks for watching. Does this button work? Oh, this button does work, but it'll kill Mal's mic, so you won't be able to hear Mal anymore. So instead, I'll just end it here. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one. I don't have a dome for you, just good vibes dome. I've been doing that for the last few days, and that's just kind of how I feel. I'm just... Oh my god! Oh my god, I can put... This reminds me of some of those, like anime waifu meme images where, like, someone edits in... But it's like, it's not even a transparent PNG, it's just like, it's a JPEG with, like, the corners. I'm like, this is my waifu, Mallory. All right, we gotta go. Thanks so much.
Bye, everyone.
We will see you soon. Don't laugh, Mal. I'm sorry. We will see you Thursday morning for another breakfast stream, possibly of this caliber.